Hi everyone, David Cross again, and I have one more video update for the day, a code correction. I'm just that kind of person that when I run examples and errors come up and I see those things, I have to know why. So I discovered why, and this is very specific to the PowerShell and the IPControl API wrapper that I've been working on, and more specifically that invoke IPC function. And in the example that I was running through the video, I had an IP address that I went out and got through an API, pulled it into the variable, and I piped that variable into a command that was modifying the IP address information, like from static or the host name, etc., and it generated an error after I did it the second time. And I was very curious as to why it was doing that. And so I ran it, and I'm hoping I can find some of the text here. And if not, I'm going to jump down and just show you anyway. Oh, there we go. So let's go back up here. And so when I was running it the second time, I noticed I was getting these errors, and I went back and looked back in my structure again and what was being returned. And I noticed that in the first time I was running this IP address get, and let me go ahead and get the IP address. Sorry, I'm not as prepared as I'd hoped for this. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get that IP address. And when I type this out, you'll notice that the executive, the username, and the token, that I had constructed this and created it and added it to the object when I got it so that it could be used for the pipeline. So I have specifically added it to the pipeline. But in my script, when I was double checking in debugging, and again, debugging's gotten me twice today, but when I was debugging this, I had removed those three values from the object, and when it was piped into the pipeline, it wasn't working anymore. So I have corrected that. And so now when we have that IP like we just did, and we type that out, I can then go ahead and pipe that. And let's just pipe up because I already have one example there. Okay. And then I can do anything I want to, say with the name. So I might want to change this to PC5. And then it'll tell us that's been piped, modified, and then when I type it out again, it's going to show us the updated, and it then leaves the values back into the return JSON. That again can be pipelined through another process or even another update, even multiple chainings. So anyway, real quick video. Just hated to leave things like that undone as to reasons why, but I removed them and I put them back in, and that should run as designed. So we'll follow back up on some of these and go back through the pipeline variables in a future video, and how how that works, and how you can derive the pipeline from the pipeline variable and the property name and so forth. All right. Again, have a great weekend. This will probably be my last for the day, and take care. See you tomorrow or Monday.